Hi there, welcome again to my new lecture, Energy Management System, EnMs. Now we can think about preparing for tomorrow's efficiency. Okay. Now let us take this picture in deeply and in simply way. If we are looking for sustainability by increasing the Greenland and investing all the sources of available energy sources such as solar energy, increasing the plantation and making food security and also using the biofuel and investing in wind energy, also using the benefits of recycling of different materials, also about the saving of water consumptions and base investing in traditional sources of energy. So all of these things, of course, are topics that we must take into our consideration while we are talking about energy management system. So the concept of energy management system represent a comprehensive approach for what? For monitoring, as we see here, and also controlling and include optimizing of energy consumption. As we see, this meters measures the energy consumptions, and we are always targeting for energy optimization by controlling the demand of energy that we are in need and using the different sources of available energy such as renewable energy, which represent the renewable energy sources, and trying to increase the energy efficiency, as we will see later. All of these things included, of course, the energy management system. As we said, energy management system include energy optimization, and this need make changes. Change just ahead. We can make these changes by managing energy consumption in order to reduce energy costs through a series of practical steps. How we can do this? Of course, at first we must identify energy wastage and specify an efficient devices equipment in different sectors, of course, through the process of energy auditing and monitoring all of these equipment. And we must also put a set of energy performance targets. We must put these targets, all organization must put their targets based on available data in these sectors or in facilities in order to increase the efficiency of different equipment devices and facilities, and also implementing energy saving by measuring and upgrading and optimization all of these equipments. And we must make a continuous monitoring for energy consumption by different measuring tools that are available with their related equipment, or by installing the required devices for monitoring the energy consumptions and take the required actions to reduce the energy waste. Also, make all the employees through the facility by increasing their society awarenesses or making different program and training for them in order to achieve the employees behavior change and make their focusing how we can save energy. Also, it's very important for the energy procurement by analyzing the trends towards the most efficient equipment and devices and trying to use renewable energy sources. Also important to make a continuous improvement by regular reviews and energy management and take in our consideration the compliance with the energy regulation and the standards that already applied by the government and special companies in specified country. So the arising question, why we must apply the energy management systems? Of course, there are three important reasons for this issue. In order to help the organization to reduce or in cutting down the energy expenses. By reducing the energy cost, we can reduce the energy expenses. And secondly, in order to enhance the energy efficiency for different equipment by decreasing their consumption. So, as we see, there are different grades for energy consumption starting from A to G class. Okay, and in this way we can reduce the energy consumption and save energy. And the third issue, in order to minimize the environmental impact of energy consumption by decreasing the emission of greenhouse gases that already emitted to the environment. Okay, so energy management system, of course, as we see in this video, represent a useful advice on conserving energy and reducing the environmental impact that already emitted from different industrial sectors or commercial sectors. So the applying of energy management system can help the organization to reduce the environmental impact and embrace energy efficiency and also reduce the reliance on fossil fuels. So as we see here in these pictures, how the cars affecting the environmental by flue gases that affect on human life and also make different causes of environmental pollution and polluting the energy, the water sources. So our target here, in order to reduce the energy consumption by different traditional sources, in order to reduce the emission of CO2 in the environment, in order to protect our environment from these negative sides. Also, energy management system, as we said, reduce energy cost by using or applying the automation or automated control. And this controlling system can regulate the energy consumption, as we see, by considering different factors such as occupancy level or changing their behavior, and also weather condition, as we see in these pictures, uh, by switching off the unnecessary lighting system or any other equipments, by integrating the automation system, as we see, by using the robotic system in the process of production, or by using a smartphone for switch on off all the equipment such as air conditioning or lighting system. So by integrating the demand response, uh, we always make our calculation on how much energy we are in need to operate our appliances, equipment, devices in different sectors, such as lightings, the devices, the facilities or industry systems, So all of these opportunities make the response for our demand of our energy usage during the peak period of their operation, and and this will reflect the another benefit on the environment, and also give us a good benefit for a grid stability, and finally we can get a financial incentives and the provisions for a more sustainable energy system by all using of these opportunities of how we can save our energy consumption and reduce this energy consumption. Of course, optimizing the equipment by replacing the inefficient type with more efficient type devices or equipment can raising the efficiency of energy consumptions, and also by depending on energy benchmarking that depend on the comparison between the energy consumption or energy performance in the industrial sectors with the similar sectors or similar industry in order to make the opportunities of how we can reduce this energy consumption. And the process of benchmarking, of course, include different points. By make annotations, then we can collect the data required or data gathering, and after that make analyzation for this data, and finally, of course, make a report for this benchmarking, and taking the actions in order to reduce the cost of energy. I always focusing on an important issue about the behavior of employees or staff in specific facility. I represent this issue very important. It represents the time for the change and represent a motivation to change in the behavior of the employees in order to save the energy by providing different feedback and using different dashboards of different appliances, and at the same time represent as incentives. It represents awards and incentives. So the manager of the facility receive or provides the feedback from the employees and the energy manager that responsible for energy management. So it represents critical points to make a changes by changes the main mindset of the facility employees. Okay. Now, how we can know our energy consumption? I think it's important to know our energy consumption pattern in homes and commercial sectors or industrial sectors. To present the phase state in energy management efficiency, because it's provide us the opportunities from space heating to electronic equipment or energy that is used in many ways in every day in our life. So we must be awarded of how we can understand how energy is used in a specific space, and we can how we can identify these areas. We must identify all the areas that need for energy consumption in order to make a changes in our consumption, and this will lead to save in energy. So we have different opportunities how we can save energy in different spaces, equipments, in different fields, of course, in order to protect the environment from the effects of the emission of different greenhouse gases. In the field of environmentally, we are in need for friendly transportation sectors because if we are considering in public transportation, the cycling or even electric cars is very important. And as we know that today is represent the revolution about motivation towards the electric cars in order to reduce the flue gases that already emitted from these different cars or vehicles that affected the and make air pollution. So it's very important in this sector to reduce all of these effects and in order to get more cleaner air, more cleaner environmental in the field of transportation sector. Also, by using or by applying the renewable energy sources such as solar energy and using the and bending the benefits of recycling of all materials that we can use and generating of electricity from solar systems. Also important to know how we can save energy in the work space or workplaces by switching off all the unnecessary or required lighting or equipment that not in use or not in need for make their operation and consuming a large quantity of energy without any benefits. Okay. Also important to know how we can use of energy saving technology by using the sources of renewable energy such as wind turbine or depending on smart agriculture or smart pumping system or using hydropower, which is becoming increasingly important in our efforts in order to reduce the dependence. And finally, we can conclude for this lectures that we have different opportunities to reduce energy consumption and increase the efficiency of energy and energy performance by depending or applying energy management system. So the implementation of energy efficient practices at homes, the workplace, and when using devices, all of these can result in cost saving and contribute positively to the environment. So uh, let us put our plan to work together to manage energy in a wisely for a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable future. Thank you for your listening, and we will meet you again.